Perfect upper slot size fish.
Yeah, baby.
So we just anchored up. We just anchored up and put out a live bunker, and right when he closed the bail, the rod bent over in half. Literally 34 and a half. Literally exactly size. A perfect upper slot fish. Here's a nice striper fillet, perfect eater size.
We're gonna set up, we're gonna set up. Let's go, baby. Nice fish.
Oh, let's go! No fish prints though.
Nice.
Yeah,
trying.
Got
some crazy marks.
One foot, contact. Alright guys, I'm also
Alright, so right now we're casting bunker snaggers right onto these pods. And we're just snagging these and bringing them right in for bait later. I don't even. Alright, so we're right here. We're snagging bunker right now because we're gonna go hit a night chunk bite later. So we're gonna get a bunch of bunker in the live well. And we just saw two, we were just reeling this in, and two huge bluefish, probably 15-pound range, just followed this guy in. So we'll see what happens. So we just anchored up. We just anchored up and put out a live bunker, and right when he closed the bail, the rod bent over in half, and now we're on a huge bass. Live line it, keep it tight, Do not rush it. No rush.
Right there.
Oh, it's a big bass.
Nice,
Big bass.
nice fish, nice
Perfect
fish.
slot size.
Nice fish. Okay, watch.
Perfect top of slot.
Okay, well.
Slow. Just keep it slow.
We're gonna set up, we're gonna set up. Let's go, baby. Nice fish.
Oh, let's go. That's perfect
fish.
top of slot. That's
Nice
probably right
fish.
at 35.
Nice fish.
Probably 34, 35.
Bro, we didn't even
But
look.
he just got here.
That was like,
No, bro.
that was literally, we got here, we put the line up for maybe like 15 seconds.
Literally not even kidding. We were rigging up our rods. We were literally closed the bail. The rod just bent in half and started screaming.
He goes, is it getting tapped already, bro? Circle hook, wait, circle hook right in the corner. Right in the corner. Right in the corner
Right
of the
there.
mouth.
Look at show how easy it's gonna come out.
Pops out, baby. Like
Wait, let me hold it
nothing.
up to the camera.
Oh my
Let me hold it up to
god.
the camera.
Let's go.
Perfect upper slot size fish.
Yeah, baby. Let's see that.
Perfect fish. Bro, 2
Yo,
seconds.
come back over.
Alright. So you obviously caught this nice fish. So when you have nice fish like this, you gotta take good care of them. You don't want to kill this fish and not process it correctly and eat it. It's nice inside. That's the bluefish familiar. I'm gonna use this. Barely fits in the cooler. Alright, so the first thing we do, if you don't like blood, you might not want to watch this part. I take this knife. You see these big gills? And just cut the gills. And they'll bleed out. So if you want to eat fish and you kill a big fish like this,
Okay.
you gotta make sure to process it as well as you can. So we're gonna put the gills on both sides. Make sure it bleeds out. This will make them last in the fridge longer. No fishy, less of a bloodline. And obviously, if we could even get it to fit in the cooler, we'll do that. Put ice in there and a little bit of salt water. We'll make sure to keep them as cold as possible. And if we catch more fish, I'll show you that. If not, then I'll see you at the fillet table. Alright, so he's got a chunk out. See the tip of his rod? We're not sure what it is. It could be a bass, could be a blue, it could even be something little. But something's definitely messing with his rod. Nothing?
I pulled it out of his head.
Wait, no.
There you go.
You got it? Alright, we're on.
Maybe not.
There you go. Oh, he just picked up. Alright, we're good. We're good. That's a nice fish. That's another. Yo, get the net. That's a nice fish. Got the hook set on camera too. That's a big one too. Watch out. Let me get the camera. That's another perfect fish. That's coming home, baby.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna make a lot of people happy. Fresh striper. That's probably another.
Oh, we got another bunker.
That's probably about another 33 inches.
Chunker, baby. That's chunker.
Daddy. So now we got
Let me
two
get my
fish.
fish. Let me
We got
get
our
my
limit of 3. So try and get that third one and get in. You want to hold this?
Get that one out?
This is Jack's fish. I did not catch a fish yet. So I'm not gonna lie. we got jacks.
Yeah.
I mean, sick. Hell yeah.
Perfect.
We're gonna do the exact same thing with this fish that we did with the other one.
You just threw an ice cube at me.
So with circle hooks, you never hook set. So when you get that bite, instead of like you would with a J hook, which you can't even use for straight bass anymore, where you typically just yank the hook right through its mouth, those circle hook, the way they're designed, the second you get that bite, you pick up your rod. And bass are like vacuum feeders. Is that how you describe them? Vacuum feeders? They're not like bluefish. Like if you bring in a bunker and its tail's cut off, that wasn't a straight bass, that was a bluefish. Bass just suck it right up. So with these, you don't have to worry about not having it. Like the second you get bit, that fish isn't gonna like gnaw on it for a while. So you just see your bite, on a circle hook, you just straight reel. Right, obviously nothing right now, but I'm just showing what it's like. And with the circle hook, you just straight reel. Your line will get tight and you just keep it as tight as possible. And yeah. So that's the new bunker.
Okay, yeah. Good. Alright, so we went out before, we snagged up some bunker, or menhaden, also known as pogies, whatever you want to call them. What we do is we take body cuts. So we just go straight down the fish with the knife and get about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch piece of the body. And good trick is to keep all the guts on. This is a Kitco cheese special.
The heart.
You go through the heart, you
Watch
find
your
a
back
little
leg.
hard balloon inside there, inside the gut cavity. Put the hook right through that heart,
Special.
and then you hook the top of the chunk, pulling through and making sure there's no scales on that point. That's a perfect chunk. Get that body out there.
So so far, we caught one fish on the live line from Jack with no weight, so we're just sending it back, casting it back, let him swim way out, probably about 100 yards. We got one on this chunk. Now I got a head chunk on my rod. Haven't caught anything. That's alright. We probably haven't been here even a half hour. We got 2 nice fish. So
You cast it out, leave it in free spool, clicker on. Wait for the drag to scream. And then while we got lines out, we're gonna come back over to the rest of the body and we're gonna chum this up. Just taking small little chunks off the body. Any little guts, any of that, right in the water. Get a slick going.
water in this cooler, and that water's gonna be super, super cold from the ice.
Make sure it's always salt water with saltwater fish though.
Fish.
Saltwater slurry is the way you want to go. Keeps the fish the coldest. Salt water has lower specific heat than fresh water.
And even if that ice melts, this water's freezing. So we just put enough just to make sure that these fish are covered. And now that they're covered, they'll stay super cold. And that's what you do. Alright, we're already recording. Alright, so I filleted a fish in the last video that I did. Not nearly as big. That was about 29.5 inches. This is probably about 33. This is a smaller of the two we caught. I already filleted the bigger one. The bigger one was right under 35, like about 34, 34 and a half. So same thing as the last fish, cut right behind the head. And then take your knife tip. Stay right on the backbone as close as you can. Feel the bone with the tip of your knife. Cut all the way until I get right towards the end, and I poke all the way through. And you cut all the way through to the tail. And then I ride the knife right up the backbone. You can feel the bone so that you don't miss any meat. And there's a big backbone, so you gotta cut over that, cut down on the other side so you don't miss any meat. It's a big set of pin bones because it's a big fish. Try and get through those two. Right. Finish the tail section up. Hang on by thread. Alright, now we're gonna cut right over this rib cage. So this isn't any meat, this is rib cage right here. You can hear it. It's bone. Cut right over that. And just finish it off right at your final cut over here. There's your nice striper fillet, perfect eater size. And here,
Perfect.
here, no meat miss. So this is all rib cage, not missing any meat right here. Big bones in there. Got all the meat right off here.
Nice.
That's your fillet striper.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this quick stripe bass video. Like and subscribe for more, and we're gonna get you on the next trip. See ya.